Hello friends, welcome to all. I am Gopika. Here we are going to discuss about the topic income from house property. First, introduction part. For the purpose of tax computation, the Income Tax Act has divided the income received by an individual into 5 different heads. One of them is income from house property, which is the income earned by the assessee from a property. Definition of the income from house property. The income from houses, buildings, bungalows, godowns, etc. is to be computed and assessed to tax under the head income from house property. The income under this head is not based upon the actual income from the property, but upon the notional income or the annual value of the building. Next one is conditions. There are mainly 3 conditions. First one is the property should consist of any building or land appurtenant thereto. Second one, the assessee should be the owner of the property. And last and the third one is the property should not be used by the owner for the purpose of any business or profession carried on by him, the profits of which are chargeable to income tax. Kinds of property. House property as per the Income Tax Act 1961 means any building owned by assessee himself. House property includes flats, shops, office space, factory sheds, commercial building, agricultural land and farmhouse, etc. Ownership of the property. Generally, only the actual owner of a house is believed to be liable to pay tax. However, this is not the case under the Income Tax Act. Under the Income Tax Act, it is not only a property owner who is liable to pay tax on income from house property. A deemed owner is also liable to pay tax on such an income. Deemed owner. A deemed owner is an owner by implication, although he may not be the owner in the real sense of the word. However, such a person is treated as an owner and is liable to tax in the same manner any owner. Specific provisions have been made under the Income Tax Act that deal with tax on income from a residential property. Here we are going to discuss about who will be a deemed owner. First one, those who transfer his property to spouse or minor child. Second one, holder of impartible estate. Third one, member of cooperative society. Fourth one, person is possession of property through attorney. And last one, person having right in property for not less than 12 years. The concept of annual value. Annual value is the amount for which the property might be let out on a yearly basis. To calculate any income from house property, you need to know the annual value of house property. It is the notional rent which could be got if the property were to be rented. It is the inherent capacity of the property to earn income. Formulas. Net annual value equal to gross annual value minus municipal taxes paid. Gross annual value equal to higher of actual rent received or expected rent. Expected rent equal to higher of municipal value or fair rental value but restricted to the standard rent. Income from house property, section 22 to 27. First one, annual value. Second, let out house properties. Third one, self-occupies house properties. Fourth one, partly let out and partly self-occupies house properties. And fifth one, deductions under section 24. Property income which are exempt. Farmhouse, Palace of ex-ruler, self-occupied house property, property used for charitable purpose, House property used for own business or profession. House property of registered trade union or local authority. Let out house property. A house property which is rented for the whole or a part of the year is considered a let out house property for income tax purpose. Deductions from income from let out house property. First one, expenses. Second, unrealized rent. Third one, interest on capital borrowed. And in this third one, the subpoint A, interest on let out property. Expenses. This is a fixed deduction and is allowable irrespective of actual expenses incurred. A sum equal to 30% of annual value, means gross annual value minus municipal tax, is allowed as standard deduction. Unrealized rent. Unrealized rent is the portion of your house rent amount which is not realized from the tenant for some reason, while deriving actual rent received or receivable for the purpose of calculating gross annual value. The unrealized rent has to be deducted from it. Interest on capital borrowed. Deduction for interest on borrowed capital is allowed up to rupees 30,000 or rupees entire amount of interest paid or payable on borrowed capital shall be allowed as deduction. Pre-construction interest shall be allowed as deduction in 5 annual equal installments. Interest on let out property. If you have let out your house property and are earning a rental income, then you can claim deduction of the home loan interest paid on such property from the rental income earned. Thus, even under the new tax regime, taxpayers who are landlords can claim the tax benefit of the interest paid. Specimen of income from house property from let out property. Gross annual value less municipal tax paid by owner, less unrealized rent, then we get annual value. Then less deductions under section 24, standard deduction 30%, actual interest on loan, arrears of interest in 5 installments, then we get income from house property. Next, we have an example on computation of income from house property. First, annual income 2,40,000 less municipal tax 10,000. Then we get net annual value 2,30,000. Then less 30% standard deduction on net annual value rupees 69,000. Then we get 1,61,000. Then less interest on home loan under section 24 rupees 5 lakh. When we deduct 1,61,000 from 5 lakh, we get 3,39,000. Deduction in respect of self-occupied property. First one, interest on loan taken for repair, renovation of self-occupied property. Second, loan taken for acquisition or construction of self-occupied house. That's all. Thank you friends. Thanks to all.